what's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Hope you're having a wicked day. And yeah, as I said before, as promised, we're going to do the part 2 of the Cristiano Ronaldo interview with Piers Morgan. Now, I'm recording this on a Wednesday. This came out about 5 days ago. And since this interview, Cristiano Ronaldo and Manchester United have parted ways. So they've terminated his contract on mutual consent, which basically means Ronaldo got sacked. So the stuff he said here must be very important. So I thought we'd go check it out. But yeah, man, if you like these type of videos, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, and all that good stuff. Without further ado, let's get straight into the video and let's see why Ronaldo's contract got terminated. Let's get it, man. I'm excited for this. Let's get it.
On TV, on radio, and on your smartphone.
Okay.
This is Talk TV.
This is Piers Morgan Uncensored. Coming up, revelations from Ronaldo. Football's biggest superstar gives his blistering verdict on life at Manchester United.
Blistering. Okay.
From London, this is Piers Morgan Uncensored.
Welcome to the special edition of Piers Morgan Uncensored. In the next hour, Cristiano Ronaldo turns up the heat. He sensationally reveals he has no respect for his current manager. He calls out Manchester United's owners, the Glazers. He talks candidly about his future at Old Trafford and the World Cup in Qatar. He even reveals his retirement plans and what he thinks of Lionel Messi. But I begin with a very personal question. Do you have more pounds in the bank or more Instagram followers?
Damn, what a question.
It's a good question.
He's got to have more
Probably
money, right?
similar, I don't know. Probably similar.
That's mad,
I'm just
isn't
trying to
it?
work out how Wayne
How
Rooney
much
can
money
make
he's
you
got.
even more, and probably that's the answer.
Bruh.
Well, not only him. Imagine the rest of the rats, they're going to criticize me too.
He called him a rat. He said the rest of the rats. What? Wayne Rooney's not a rat. He didn't even say much wrong. Oh, my rats. He said the other rat. Oh, shit.
But it's good. It's good to be still number one. If you see something that make me up.
Oh, come on. You're not still number one, bruv. You fell off the cliff. My Mbappe is better than you. He's the next best player, not you. Benzema is better than you. Currently, anyway. Maybe in the past is different, but now, not now. You're not the best now. If you think you're the best now, you're deluded, Ronaldo. I'm sorry. You're just not.
Happy too. If you see Forbes magazine every year, I'm in the top of the list. So it's not by coincidence too.
But knowing you, it's not the money so much. It's just you want to be at the top, right? I mean, that's
I can't believe this.
I think what drives you. Someone said to me, "What drives Cristiano Ronaldo?" I don't think
Success,
it's money.
right?
I think it's being the best,
Yeah.
beating people. It's that
Exactly.
competitive streak.
That's fair
the
enough.
records, the adrenaline. But Piers, let's be honest. The last years, the football changed. I see football now as a business, to be honest. Sometimes Georgina have expression that I don't understand. They treat you players like a piece of meat. I say yes.
A piece of meat.
Everything. It's true. When they want you, when they count with you, they give you everything. When they don't, they try to make a hard life to you. I see football the last years as a business. I saw many things that I'm disappointing. The passion for the game is still intact, but in the same way, I saw other things as well, which is surprised me, but in the same way, it's part of the business, because if you see the world how it is in the moment, it's all business. Everyone take care of itself. Everyone, they are more individual.
It's
You become a
results-based
commodity,
business.
don't you? Where if you can sell record number of shirts in 24 hours, great, right? But if suddenly the team isn't performing well and they need someone to blame, it looks to me like at Manchester United, the default position is it's got to be Cristiano's fault.
Exactly, it's always my fault.
You see what Piers is doing there? He's putting pressure on Ronaldo. He's siding with Ronaldo to get he's sort of butt-licking Ronaldo to get the response that he wants. And we've got to remember here, Piers Morgan's very good at his job. He's very good at saying things to provoke you to say the incorrect thing. So by saying that we need someone to blame, let's blame Ronaldo, I'm not sure if... I don't think we're all just blaming Ronaldo. the owners, the Glazers, they're also a problem here. But what you've got to remember is when you're Cristiano Ronaldo and you've been playing as good as you have for your whole career, suddenly now you're not playing that good. There's pressure on you because of how good you've been in the past. And that comes with being the best player in the world. He's got to deal with that. So I think this is a bit pathetic to moan. You want to be the best, then you got to take the criticism that comes with it.
Problems always me. I look like I'm the black sheep,
Right.
which is I don't like.
This-
If you do it
It's
good
bullshit.
or if you do bad, they're always gonna find some criticize. Even in the national team, the last 3 months, as I told you before, the criticism was so bad. I mean, not only in
You're
football
Cristiano
way, but
Ronaldo, bro.
professional and family way as well, which surprised me a lot. Looked like I was a bad guy, which is not true. People have to listen from my mouth the real the facts as well. This is why I give this interview, because I think it's the right time to speak out of my mind, which is what they say the last 4 or 5 months is completely garbage. I'm not gonna say 100%, but 99% it was garbage. People say false things or lie things.
Which things have annoyed you the most?
Family issues.
I want to talk about one in particular on that, which is when you were late back for the pre-season training. A lot of speculation because you'd said several weeks before that you wanted to play Champions League football and that you were maybe looking for another option because it didn't look like United would get to play Champions League.
Let's make my points. For example,
Okay, this I want to find out because he did request to leave. So I'm interested to see what he says here.
the pre-season moment, and after you mentioned new clubs or the interesting. For example, the pre-season, I had a very, very bad, which is I don't say nobody. The people who surround me, they saw, friends and even my mom. I had some problems in vacation that my young daughter, they have a little problem. They have bronchitis, which is
Bronchitis.
Bronchitis.
Really?
Yes,
Oh,
yes.
bronchitis.
Your
okay.
little baby. Though.
Yes, I was in Mallorca in holidays, and she stayed 1 week in hospital, which was, you don't enjoy a lot the vacation.
And after what had happened, so worried.
Exactly, and the people make up histories that they say that I don't want to go travel. Piers, people have to understand that I'm a human being. I'm always going to be in my side of my family.
Yeah,
I'm
no
not
doubt.
negotiate nothing beyond that. You understand? And I even have the lectures from the hospital, the feedback of the health of Bella, which is I'm not showing nobody. Nobody asked me. I keep for me. People forget that I'm human being, that I pass through a difficult moments.
Well, you must have been worried sick. I mean,
I was very worried.
You lost your baby son, and now your baby daughter's in hospital.
Exactly.
And you must have been absolutely.
I
beside
spoke with the
yourself.
directive and the president of Manchester United, and then kind of that didn't believe that something going wrong, which is make me feel bad.
Really?
Yes.
I didn't believe you.
They believe it, but in the same way they are there. I never, Piers, ever gonna change the health of my family.
But hold on. Did you ask to leave the club before or after this happened? Because if you've asked to leave the club and then all of a sudden you're saying, oh, my daughter's ill, people won't believe you. They're going to think you're doing it because you want to leave. Makes it about being stupid. That sounds right to me. If you didn't say you wanted to leave and then after you're saying your baby's ill, people might have believed you. But because you're saying it after you've asked to leave, it sounds a bit dodgy, right? It's, people could think you're faking it, you're lying. So he's missing out the bit where he asked to leave. Yeah, he's picking and choosing what to say, yeah.
For the football, never. Now or 10 years behind or forward, and it's something that really hurt me because they doubt of my words that I struggle, especially.
He's
Bella
got a
and
lot of kids,
Gio.
man.
We had 1 week in hospital because the Bella have a big problem. And I didn't go to the pre-seasons because of that, because I didn't was allowed to leave my family if something happened, to do it the pre-season because I think it wasn't not fair to left my family for a pre-season. This
that's
is why
fair
I
enough.
didn't go.
I have no problem with him not going. That's fair enough. But the fact that you're saying people didn't believe you because they think it's you. No, they didn't believe you because you said you wanted to leave. You went to Champions League football. And then you said your baby's ill. So, sounds a bit convenient, doesn't it? So that's why. It's not because it's you.
I mean, that would, if my employer didn't believe a story like that, I would be so angry.
You
Because
wouldn't give a
everyone-
fuck, Piers.
I'm
Shut
not
up.
mentioned only in that Manchester way, but in the world, especially in the football world, they are very, very, very individual. Everyone on look for themselves.
That's
or
expected.
themselves. They don't care about your moments, your struggle moments, your issues, family problems. They want you. They want you. Doesn't matter your family problems. I don't mean Manchester, but in a general. As I told you before,
that's
football
facts.
goes so fast.
That's
you
true.
Have many competition, many games, pre-season, World Cup now. Listen, we have you have one game. After 3-4 days, you have to be in the national team, preparation for the World Cup. It's hard. Sometimes you have to sell everything and,
That's fair.
be with your family,
That's fair.
take the best decisions. And in this summer, I didn't feel comfortable. I feel uncomfortable the way they treat me, especially the press. They doubt about me, the professional that I am. It's impossible to be 21 in the top of the game if you're not professional. They doubt about me, which is make me feel very, very, very sad, because in my life I'm always one of the best professionals. This is why I still play in the high level.
It's facts. I can't argue with that.
You play in a pre-season friendly and you leave the ground
Here we
early
go.
with several other players. And there's another huge fuss about this. What was the truth about that? Had you got permission to go? Do you wish you hadn't left
This
early
I need
now?
to hear.
Ten Hag wasn't happy, it was reported. What's the truth?
Because I will be honest with you. It's something that I regret to left from the stadium, probably. Or maybe no, I don't know. It's difficult.
Wait. He said, I regret. And then he said, probably, and I think I don't know. You either regret it or you don't.
to tell you 100% if I'm, but let's say I regret.
See,
But
but
in the
you
same
don't
way,
mean
I
it.
felt provoked by the coach. I'm not allowed for me,
What?
coach, to put me in 3 minutes in a game. Sorry, I'm not that kind of player. I know what I can give to the teams.
What the
You're
fuck's he talking
the
about?
Tottenham thing.
The Tottenham
Yeah,
player.
I'm talking about in pre-season there was a friendly where you left the ground with several other
Me
players.
and 8 players.
Right, so
But they mention only my name,
yeah.
which is
Yeah, that's
everyone
not right.
do that.
If there's multiple players and the manager sanctioned it, then it's fine. Like that bit, I have no problem. The preseason one, yeah, cool. The newspapers are going to do that. They chat shit a bit. But if the manager said he can go early, then it's fine. If the manager has not, then it's a problem.
I don't understand why they mention only about high value kind of game. Last year, many players do it the same. In that game, 8 players do it the same. So, but they only speak about the black sheep, which is me. Which
But
is,
where you
I completely understand.
did the manager
Okay,
let you do it?
It's done. I apologize to the coach, and for me, the chapter was closing.
Yeah, so he said he apologized to the coach. So you weren't allowed to leave. But because you're Cristiano Ronaldo, everybody's going to put you in the papers so they get your name in it and people click it in it. That's all it is, man. You should know. That's all it is.
Coming next, Ronaldo claims he's being forced out of Manchester United.
Let's see. What does he mean forced out? Let's see.
It seemed to me that right from the start, Ten Hag wanted to show you who the boss was. That he dropped you,
Okay.
benched you, he mucked you around.
What's he talking about? Benched him, mucked you around. When Marco Carrick was in charge for 3 games, he also benched Ronaldo. It wasn't just Ten Hag. So don't know what he's talking about here.
He talked about you in the press. Were you getting that feeling?
No, he
Did
didn't.
you feel that?
The feeling, he always mentioned to me that I didn't need the preseason, so I should wait for my opportunity. I really understand. I understand. But I'm not going to give you points, but he don't do it the same procediment to every players. I'm not going to mention players, but they don't do it the same way. Second, I understand that becoming a new job, Manchester was so bad the last 5 years that it should make.
Yep.
They should clean the house, let's say in that way. But the way they approach, the way the press make this so big, it's because probably the communication wasn't the best. But I really understand in the beginning, because I didn't do the preseason, I don't start to play. But going more further than that, other things happen that people they don't know. And I'm not hiding that the empathy with the coach is not good. I'm honest.
You don't have a good relationship with him.
I'm not mean good relationship.
In
The
what
empathy
way?
It's not good. Let's say.
Do you think he respects you?
I think you don't respect the way I should deserve.
But everything the manager's done, he's shown respect to you. Every time the press ask him, why is Ronaldo this, that, Ten Hag always backed Ronaldo. He's never once said, oh, Ronaldo isn't good enough, he doesn't press. Ten Hag's never said that. Ten Hag's always stated that Ronaldo's one of my most important players. He's one of the best players in the world, and you got to find a position for him. So whether Ten Hag meant it or not, in the public at least, he's never gone against Ronaldo. He's never talked bad about him. So I don't quite understand what Ronaldo's talking about here.
But it is what it is. This is why probably the game against Tottenham I left.
Well, I want to come to these two games. So against Manchester City, where United got destroyed, he didn't bring you on. He brought on other strikers, but didn't bring you on. And I felt insulted on your behalf. I was like, well, surely against
Shut up,
Manchester City,
Piers.
if you're losing this badly and you've got the greatest player of all time sitting there, you at least give him some time, don't you? But he didn't. And he said afterwards the reason was he had too much respect for you. He wanted to respect you. When you heard him say that, what did you think?
He's thinking.
I see as excuses. I say many things that I don't wanna criticize him. He can have different opinion than me, that they choose the players that he think is better for the team. I respect that. But the excuses all the time, the excuses have short legs. You cannot excuse all the time, which is things that don't make sense. Okay, you don't put me against Manchester City because of respect of your career, and you want to put me 3 minutes against Tottenham.
Well, that's the thing. So then you then play Tottenham.
Don't make sense.
And then he wants to bring you on with 3 minutes to go, which is the complete opposite.
Well, have you thought that maybe Ten Hag made the wrong decision against City and tried to rectify it by bringing you on against Spurs? Have you thought about that? It doesn't make sense what you're saying. If Ronaldo's banging in goals, he plays against Man City. Is Ronaldo banging goals? No. I'm pretty sure his record is 10 games and 3 goals. And I'm pretty sure 5 of those starts were in the Europa League. So if he's banging in goals and Ronaldo's the Ronaldo of old and he's scoring 40 plus goals a season, he starts against City, no problem. But the fact is he's not scoring those goals. Martial's look better than him in the striker position. So why would we bring Ronaldo on? Ronaldo seems to think he's still this king goat. He's the best player to ever play. You were at one stage, but it's not anymore. So please stop acting like it. You're 37 years age. You're getting old, fam. Let's stop trying to act like you're still the best, because you're not. This man's got a problem. He can't seem to let go of the past.
To what he said, the situation was with City.
I think he did purpose, because, for example, in the national team, the other clubs, if the coach wants to put me 5 minutes, if someone injured or if they really need me, I will help. But in that way, I felt provoked. Not only because of that game, but before some.
He was deliberately provoking you.
Well, everyone know that.
Disrespecting you, you think?
Exactly. This is why I say
I don't agree.
for him because he don't show me respect for me. This is why
Oh my God.
we are in that situation.
Oh my God.
I have to be honest.
I have to just pause it there. He just said that he doesn't respect the manager or the coach because he doesn't respect me. What the fuck are you talking about? Eric Ten Hag's job is not to respect you. His job is to pick the best team to get the result of the match. Obviously, he wants to win. So he's going to play the best players he thinks that are going to get him the win. Okay? Ronaldo's not performing. So Ronaldo is not doing his job. Ronaldo's job is to score goals. You're a striker. You're not doing your job properly. But Ten Hag's doing his job properly. So if anything, if you started scoring goals and showed the manager that you are the guy to start, Ten Hag would start you. But again, we go back to the same thing. You're not scoring goals. You're not that Ronaldo anymore. So what do you expect the manager to do? If you're not playing good, you don't deserve to start. And what does he think? What, because I'm Cristiano Ronaldo, I deserve to start every game? That's not how it works, mate. If you wanted that to happen, why didn't you move to a smaller team? Manchester United was not the right move for you. And now I can see why United have now taken his contract away. Or mutual consent, or whatever they said, terminated the contract. You can't be saying stuff about the manager like that and expect to get away with it. And another thing is, I think Ronaldo's just got what he wanted. Now he's a free agent. He can sign with who he wants. So he's doing this interview purely for himself so that he can get out of United and make it easier for him to move to a Champions League club because that's what he's chasing. So this whole interview is selfish. It's pathetic. No wonder he's sacked.
That the things don't going well because of that, because the empathy don't exist, and he keep say things for the press, but the press say what they think it's good to protect probably him and Manchester United. But as
That's
I
not
know,
true.
I understand many things, that he signed 3 years contract with Manchester United. Probably I'm not going to be too much long in Manchester United, apart when I'm finished my contract. I really.
Do you hear that? He said, I won't be here long in Manchester, and then he backtracked and said longer than my contract. This man knows what he's saying. I'm going to go back for a sec. I want to make sure I heard that correct. I'm going to go back 10 seconds. What did you just say? I want to hear this
many
again.
things, that he signed 3 years contract with Manchester United.
Yeah.
Probably I'm not going to be too much long in Manchester United, apart when I'm finished my contract. I really.
See, apart from when I've finished my contract, that's a backtrack. He's only said that just to smoothen it down. He doesn't mean this at all. He knows by doing this interview I'm going to get sacked. And that's exactly happened. So congratulations, Ronaldo. You threw your toys at the pram and you got what you wanted. Congratulations.
Really understand, but I like guys that they don't lie, they speak honest, they be frontal, and I'm not negotiate my morals. My morals always will be intact. And what's going in my things the last 2 months was not respect in many ways, which is it. I can regret, for example, against Tottenham, to left the stadium before the finish.
Well, there's a video clip which appears to show Ten Hag telling you to get ready to come on, and you gesticulate back to him, I'm not going to do that. And as a result, you get suspended for the next couple of games, and he
Which is fair enough.
and says it's because you refused to come on.
That's fair
And
enough.
you did then issue a statement of some regret, saying, you know, you're a professional and you've never been suspended before, I don't think, in your entire career. I mean, when you look back at that, I guess my question would be, you've always been very acutely aware of your role model status around the world. Do you wish, with hindsight, you hadn't done that and handled it a different
Probably.
way?
I regret to left the stadium.
Yeah.
But I was, as I
Okay.
told the Piers before, I didn't felt that he had respect for me to put me on 3 minutes
That's
after
not his job to
the
respect you.
issues that we had before. I was very, 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 very disappointing for the communicator of Manchester United, to be honest. I never had a problem with any club, with any coach. And they
Oh, you have,
suspended me
haven't
in
you?
3 days, which is I felt a lot, and it was.
Wait, he's shocked that he got suspended. Did you not disobey what the manager's orders were? So what do you expect was going to happen? I don't get it. I don't understand what he thinks. Doesn't make sense.
And level of sport clubs, I felt a lot, and it was a shame.
Was it humiliating for you?
I think so, yes. I have to
Yeah,
say
whatever.
the truth, what I felt. I remember I arrived. Well, I don't want to say details what he pretend to do it, but I'm not going to say that. But I remember arriving home and Cristiano see me, Daddy, you not go to the game? I said, no, because the club punished me with 3 days. And he did like, how they going to punish you if you are the best player in the world?
See, this
You're not going
attitude.
to play? I said, no, I'm not going to play because I'm not being, behave. And he look at me like, my daddy, not behave. What?
You are not the best player in the world anymore. You're not. He doesn't get it, does he? He can't get it through his head. You ain't that guy anymore, bro. I hate to say this, man. When he first joined us, the first spell, he was immense, man. Ronaldo was amazing. You ain't that guy. Not anymore. Let it go. Just let it go.
One way I was good because I was like more relaxed, but in the same way I feel very disappointed because, okay, I regret, I apologize, I'm not perfect, I commit a mistake, but to suspend me 3 days for that, I think it's too much, and they make fire for the press, which is
Any
really
player would be
disappointing.
suspended if they
And
did
that
that.
seems to have been the pattern of the way Ten Hag has wanted to treat you since he became manager. Just constant attempts to disrespect you, I guess.
Many points happen. I think in some certain points, I think was strategy from the club for me to react like that.
What? And this isn't strategy for you to get out the club. Come on, son.
Because they wanted you to leave.
Probably yes.
But
So
you
of course
wanted
you
to
asked.
leave first.
Not only the coach, but the other 2 or 3 guys there around the club.
At the senior executive level.
Yes, that I felt betrayed.
And you think they're trying to get rid of you?
Betrayed.
Honestly, I shouldn't say that. I don't know, but listen, I don't care. I'm always people should listen the truth. Yes, I feel betrayed, and
So why do you just say, "Oh, I shouldn't say it," and then he proceeds to say it anyway? Then don't say it. Like, what are you talking about? I don't understand. How can you be betrayed by the club, fam? You agreed to join us. You can't say you feel betrayed. Nobody wanted you. We wanted you. That's why we signed you. It just didn't work out, did it?
I felt that some people that don't want me here, not only this year, but last year too.
So why did you join?
They didn't want you to go there at all.
No.
So why did you join then?
Yes.
Does it make any sense?
The owners of the club, they don't.
The Glazers.
The Glazers, they don't care about the club.
Facts.
I mean,
Facts.
professional.
They don't give a shit. He's
sport.
right.
As you know, this Manchester is a
Glazers
marketing
out.
club. They will get his money from the marketing. The sports, they don't really care, in my opinion.
Do you ever talk to them? the
100%. He's
Never.
right.
Glazers? Never.
Never.
Not
He's
since
right.
you've gone back.
100%.
No. They give all the power to the president, the sport directive.
A lot of Manchester United fans are very negative about the Glazers. They think they're taking all the money out and not spending enough on players.
They
and
are,
the
it's
infrastructure
facts.
issues you talked about. Do you think the fans are right?
The fans, they're always right. I think the fans should know the truth. Should know that the players, we want the best for the club. I want the best of the club. This is why I'm coming to Manchester United. This is why I love this club. But you have some things inside the club which don't help to Manchester reach the top level as City, Liverpool, and even now Arsenal, for example, which is complicated. It's difficult.
That's fair enough. Can't argue with
It's
this.
hard. In my opinion, it will be hard for Manchester to be in the top of the game the next 2-3 years. If they don't change.
If the Glazers stay as owners.
I'm not mean the Glazers, but
The structure.
the structure. As Picasso say, you have to destroy it to rebuild. And if they can start from me, for me it's not a problem. I'm always gonna say I love Manchester United. I love the fans. They're always on my side. But if they
not
want to do
always.
it, different era, different generation, they have to change many, many things.
When you walked away at Spurs and didn't go on, Gary Neville said your behaviour was unacceptable, called for you to be punished. He said he knows what he's doing. He's experienced, and players of that power have a real negative impact when they do it. The influence they have on other players is really negative.
What's wrong with that?
And it was after that that you gave them the old blank treatment, which was very funny, by the way. But for Neville to say that about you?
They don't see the big picture.
They don't see the big... Bruv, you walked out. What? Your behavior was unacceptable. You left the stadium because... Bruv, I don't... So what I'm learning today is if anyone criticizes Ronaldo for any reason, he's going to start to dislike you as a person because you don't... What? Because you don't respect him? So are we all supposed to suck his dick? Is that what he wants? I don't get it. How can you ignore Gary Neville because of something he said that you disagree with, even though what he's saying is correct? That doesn't make sense to me.
Why I react like that? What's happened?
All the behind the scenes.
What, because you got upset at the manager? Come on.
Probably not provoke. They will
You ain't
accept
provoked.
3 minutes after the whole situations that going through.
Guy's
the last
trying
2
shit.
months. Don't tell me that top players, the guys who won everything, the key players, will play 3 minutes. Come on.
But you're not a key player. You're not that guy anymore. Will you not get it through your fat head? Yo, I'm losing respect for this guy now. He started to chat rubbish. His ego's too big. He thinks too much of himself. He still thinks he's the greatest. You're not. And the quicker you realize you're not that guy, the better it is for you because you're going to struggle. You got to move. Where's he going to go anyway? Who's going to want this guy? I'm confused, bro. This guy is a sour end to his career. Such a Manchester United legend. And now he's done this. I can't believe it.
This isn't acceptable. After what
Can't believe what you're saying.
they keep saying before, that they respect me, they do this, they do that. For me, it wasn't not
Oh
respect.
my
This
God.
is why I take this decision. I regret. I apologize to my teammates for the situation. I did a post in Instagram. I regret to left from the stadium. I regret my teammates. They know what I felt. I
But
said
you
to them,
still deserve to get
apologize.
punished.
But in the same way,
You
I'm
still
not
made the
regret
mistake.
to take the decisions to don't coming on. I'm like that. I will be always like that. If you don't have respect for me, I'm never gonna have respect for you. And the coach didn't have respect for me, so this is why the relationship it's in that way. And he keeps saying in the press that he can't with me, like me, blah 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 blah. But it's only for the press.
Really?
Yes, 100%.
So where are you now in your head with all this?
Fair
Because
enough.
The World Cup is about to start. You're going to go there with Portugal, and we'll talk about that in a moment, with a very exciting team, actually. But where are you with United? They won't be playing again now until after Christmas.
Well, he knows
That
he's
leaves
sacked,
a few
so
days before the January transfer window. Do you think you'll still be a United player come January 1st?
It's
let's see what it says here.
difficult to tell you right now, Piers, because my mood is right now to the World Cup. It's probably my last World Cup, of course, my 5th World Cup. I don't know what's going to happen after the World Cup. But as I told you before, and I will say again, the fans will be always in my heart, and I hope they being in my side, even if I'm back or if I'm not back or if I stay or whatever.
Fans always got my back whether I'm there or not. He knows he's gone. He knows the sack. He knows by doing this interview, I'm going to get sacked from United. He knows what he's doing. So let's not act like you're going to be here. And obviously, I know now ahead of time that he's been sacked. He's not part of our team anymore. But he knew what he was doing. So like I said earlier, congratulations, Ronaldo. You got what you wanted. And now I'm interested to see where the fuck he goes next. Let's see.
Nobody's perfect. Episodes in the life we all have.
Yeah,
It's
true.
part of the human beings. It's part of me to be a human being and father as well. Always will commit mistakes, but I don't know. It's hard to tell you right now what's going to happen in the World Cup because my focus is always for the World Cup, for the Portugal national team.
This guy, bruv.
Coming next, will Ronaldo still be at Old Trafford after the World Cup? I'll ask him.
This is Talk TV.
If you had your time again, knowing what was going to happen, would you sign for Manchester United again?
Of course he wouldn't.
As I told in the beginning, I'm always took my decisions by not emotional moments, but maybe this decision I took by emotional. I'm not regret.
He regrets it, 100%.
Because I took with 100% conscience, but it was more emotional than rational. I don't know if it makes sense. But it was good. It was good because I was happy when they left me be happy. So I tried to give my advices, my experience to help Manchester United to be where they deserve to be. I don't pretend to be more smart than the other ones. Nobody is smarter than me, but I'm not smarter than nobody. When I arrive in Manchester United, I always be available to help the team to do the good things, to put in the right spots, to compete with the best teams. But it's hard when they cut your legs and they don't like you to shine, and they don't listen to your advices. I think I have a word to advise to the club because the trophies that I won, individual and collective, I think I can help a lot. But when the infrastructure is not good.
What's amazing is you ended last season with hat-tricks. You're scoring hat-tricks for fun, one against Tottenham. You know, you were playing great football, but you were starting most games. And now this season, you've barely started any games.
Something happened.
You know, I'd imagine you're a bit like a racehorse, right? If you don't start.
I didn't do the pre-season.
Right, right.
Is the excuse.
Right, which is
I
ridiculous.
did the pre-season, so...
Do you think if you'd been able to just do what you did last season, you just carried on scoring?
For sure. You think
Okay, so let's take this back, yeah? Ronaldo scored 24 goals, I think, last season. And the second player behind him, I think, was Bruno Fernandes with like 7 goals or something. So what was happening is, yes, Ronaldo was getting all the goals. He looked good, yeah. But what was happening is the team around him was playing bad. Because it was all about Ronaldo. He always wants the ball. He always wants the one that takes the shots. Bruno Fernandes crumbled because he had this man in front of him. Now, I don't care what people say, oh, yeah, no, they're best buds. Yeah, clearly not, because when Ronaldo came, Bruno's numbers completely fell apart. So, yeah, he's right. He was scoring all the goals, but that's because everybody else fell apart because of it. So, does that make your team better? No. We took Ronaldo out, and our team has been playing better. So it's not about you, it's about the team. The team functions better without you, then that's how we're gonna go going forward, isn't it? So it's as simple as that.
I did learn to score goals. Maybe I'm not motivated that I'm supposed to be. Probably.
You're not motivated. That's just it.
I'm a human being. I feel the things. I'm not perfect, but my motivation is not the same that I was a few months ago. I hope to change.
Do you feel like you need a fresh challenge?
I'm not saying if it's fresh challenge, but let's see. I cannot answer right now because my focus is for the World Cup. But I don't know. Maybe it's good for Manchester and probably it's good for me as well to have a new chapter. Probably, but I don't know. If I will be back, I will be the same Cristiano. But
what do you mean
I
probably?
People
yes or no?
On my side and let me shine like I did all the clubs and all years.
What is the truth about other clubs making offers for you? Some people have said there were no offers at all. I happen to know that there was a gigantic one from Saudi Arabia. I mean,
For
it was
example?
like 350 million euros for 2 seasons. Is that the kind
True.
of?
Yes, it's true.
That's a staggering
Oh
sum
shit,
of money
that's mad,
that you
P.
turned down.
In that moment, yes.
I mean, that to me says you're not just about the money.
It's what I'm
Come on, man's got enough P's in it. He's worth too much money. Money, he's got enough, man. He don't need money. 350 million, he's probably already got that in the bank anyways. And it makes no difference to him.
gonna mention now. They say many garbage things that if you are agent, what you're gonna do? You go the clubs, but George Mendes, for example, have more than 100 players. And they go Chelsea, they go Arsenal. They always mention Cristiano Ronaldo. They offer Cristiano. Piers, let's be honest. Who's the most expensive player, salary player that Premier League have in history? It's me, even with 37 years old. Why they gonna they even offer me to Sporting or Napolis? I will be honest with you. I didn't have many clubs, but I have many offers of the other clubs, right. Which is I didn't change because I didn't plan to do it, but I have. But what the press keeping say and the garbage press say that nobody want me, which is completely wrong. And I was happy here, to be honest. I was motivated to do it, a great season here. But they continue to repeat. Nobody want Cristiano. How they don't want a player who last year scored 32.
So hold on. We didn't make Champions League. You wanted Champions League. You said if we don't make Champions League, you're going to look for another club. You've been looking for other clubs. That's how you knew who wanted you and who didn't. So by you saying that lots of people wanted you, means you were actively looking, weren't you? Else how would you know that? This doesn't make any fucking sense. Because he didn't get his move, he can sit here and say, oh, I wanted to stay here. No, you didn't, bruv. You didn't leave because nobody paid you what you wanted. That's why. No club's going to pay 15 million or 10 million for Ronaldo and then give him his 500k a week. Who's going to do that? At least now he's on a free. Most clubs can afford and you only need 500k a week. That's still a lot of fucking money, but at least you don't have to pay a transfer fee for him. It's just his wages. So this man's unbelievable. I can't believe half this shit he said here.
Goals with national team.
I mean, that's the point I don't get, because there are people out there, and you see them, you hear them, and they say, well, he's not the player he used to be.
Which
as
is
if
correct.
Somehow at 37, you're going to be as good as you were at 21. Anyway,
normal. Everyone changed.
But you are the greatest 37-year-old anyone's ever seen, right? And you're still
I'm not sure
extremely
about
fit.
that. Watching World Cup yesterday, Olivier Giroud plays for France. Man scored 2 goals. Olivier Giroud's 36. He's 1 year behind Cristiano Ronaldo. So by saying he's the greatest 37-year-old, I'm not sure. I think Ibrahimovic might have something to say about that. But, interesting.
So it just seems to me nothing's changed from the player I saw banging in hat-tricks last season, except that you have a coach who doesn't want to start you.
A few months, what they're going to change? There's nothing.
Do you feel like you can still be a top player?
But for me, it's stupid question when the people say, they are not the same. Nobody is the same. Day by day, we're getting old. Every one of us. You understand? It's normal. You have to adapt. And I think nobody in this game have this brain that adapts with his age. I'm not want to be cocky to say that I'm the same that when I was 20. Of course, no. But I'm adapt and I be smart to know my strength, what I'm good to do. And I'm still playing the high level and I score goals and I will continue to score goals if my mind is clear and happy. And if
my mind is clear and happy, I'll still score goals. You ain't been scoring goals, so what? You're not happy here, is what you're saying. But I've watched all of his games. Man's had opportunities for days. He's had so many headers, so many he's hit the post so many times. He's missed headers, completely blasting over the bar. He don't look the same as he did last year. So I don't know what he's talking about here.
The people surround me that help me to be a successful player, especially the coach, the president, directives. But when you feel that the energy don't go surround you, it's difficult you to be yourself, which has happened. This is what's happened with me. But what they say the last 3 months is completely garbage and wrong. They say that I offer me this and that, and many presidents and directives speak about they reject from it's completely lie. They lie because it's not what's happened. I had many clubs, not many. a few clubs that they want me to sign, and I didn't go because I feel comfortable here. This is the truth.
That's bollocks, but I don't believe him.
To turn down £350 million to kick a football for 2 years in Saudi Arabia?
It's hard. It's hard. It's hard. But in the same way, I thought that I was very happy here. That I'm still capable to score goals and make people up.
He didn't go there because they don't play Champions League. If Saudi Arabia somehow played in the Champions League, he would have bounced with the quickness. He's trying shit. I don't believe you at all.
Is it also that you want to keep playing at the highest level? That you want to play Champions League football? You want to keep breaking records? Is it, again, it comes back to my gut feeling about you that if it was just about money, you'd be in Saudi Arabia, right? Earning
Of course.
this king's ransom. But that's not what motivates you. You want to keep at the top.
Exactly, because I thought I still believe that I can score many goals and help the team, because I still believe that I'm still good and capable to help national team, even Manchester United. But if you don't feel surround you that the energy is in your side, it's difficult. Of course, the criticism is going to exist all the time. 37 is still not the same, but I want to see if some guy of my age maintain the level that I show. You're not going to teach me that. Nobody going to teach me that. I know.
Are you as fit as you've ever been, do you think?
Yes. Yes. In this moment, I feel very good. I believe that I'm going to do it amazing World Cup.
He believes he's going to do amazing World Cup. We'll see about that. But anyway, maybe you should retire. That's what I'm saying. He's saying no 37-year-old can do like what I can do. Yeah, there's a reason. Because people retire because they know they're not good enough. You seem to still think you can do it. Let's see, innit? You're going to have amazing World Cup. Let's see. I'm interested to see.
Physically and mentally. But, Piers, it is what it is. Life is good. I'm good. My mental is good. I'm happy to do this interview with you. I know they're going to generate many polemic.
Of course.
But Cristiano.
But they would anyway, right? I mean, they've all had their say, and now you're entitled to have your say. And you know better than
Not
anybody
like this.
You are Cristiano Ronaldo.
They
Not
criticize
like
me
this.
when I don't speak. Of course, when I'm going to speak, they're going to criticize me even more. But it's something that I can deal with that. I know I'm going to disappoint a few people. Maybe I'm going to make happy a few people, but it is what it is. The life it's completely difficult. We have obstacles in our lives, and I will keep running to fight against the people who don't believe me, and the life is a challenge, and I want the people that they are wrong when they say that
If you do leave United, and I accept that this is not a done decision either way, but if you do, and it seems to me like it's more likely than not.
Where are you going, bruv? Yeah.
What would your message be to Manchester United fans who've had to read all this stuff all year and probably have a very mixed idea about where the truth lies?
Yeah, go on, I want to hear
What would you
this.
say to them if you do end up leaving?
It's hard for me to say that I will not be back to Manchester United, but regardless, as you say, it's let's see what's going to happen.
Well, you feel no, you're not coming back. After saying all this, you think you can just come back. Yeah, you know it's not going to happen.
But as I told you before, the fans for me always will be in my side, will be always in my heart. I see during the days when I go to the street, the love, the passion the people have for me, the respect. I hope that they never forget the things that I will continue to do it, not only in the past, but in the present too. Manchester will be always in my side. The fans will be always in my side. Doesn't matter what's going to happen. And I appreciate the love that they send for me all the time, even when I'm...
Well, you know, you are a Manchester United legend. It's just a shame that you've gone out in this way. You know, it's a sour ending to a fantastic career at Manchester United. It's just annoying that you've decided to end it like this. It's just, what a shame, man. What a shame.
I'm don't play. Even when they criticize me, they always will be in my heart. So thank you to all the supports. I hope to see you soon, and they always will be in my heart.
And what about Sir Alex?
It's a shame.
The man who persuaded you to come
It's just a shame.
back again. Really, like a father figure to you, really, in many ways, like another father to you. What's his take on everything that's been happening? What's his opinion of all this?
I don't speak with him like 1 month ago, but it's always on my side. He always understands me. he knows better than nobody that the club is not on the path that deserve to be. He knows. Everyone knows. The people who don't see that is because they don't want to see. They are blamed.
The blind.
The fans, they are always the answer and the passion for the game. Manchester belongs to the fans, but they should know the truth. The infrastructure, they are not good. They should change.
Facts.
If not, Manchester's not going to be where they used to be when Sir Alex Ferguson, David Gill was. And I hope to be part, if they count with me, to help the club to be successful. If not, the life will continue. I will continue to my journey. I will continue to make fans happy and score goals and do it tricks and everything. And it's good. It's part of my journey.
Fair enough.
Up next, Ronaldo on Lionel Messi and the World Cup in Qatar.
Let's see.
I want to just talk to you briefly about the World Cup. Your fifth World Cup, and you say it's your last, but I mean, you'd only be 41 at the next one. Will we have
There's
a
no way,
sixth World
no
Cup
way.
potentially?
No way.
Will be tough.
So this may be the last one.
Probably, yes.
You've got an exciting team full of experience and young players, Portugal. Are you optimistic about your
I'm
chances?
very optimistic. We have a fantastic coach. We have a good generation of football players. I'm looking forward that we're going to do it amazing World Cup.
Would that be for you the pinnacle of your career, to win a World Cup
Yeah, for sure.
with Portugal?
Piers,
That'd be massive, isn't it? Massive.
I dreamed one time about that.
Holding the World Cup.
Yes. It's going to be tough, extremely difficult, but everything is possible. But of course, we're going to compete. It's hard to beat.
Who are the
Portugal.
biggest rivals, do you think?
We are not the favorites. We are never favorites.
No, of course, but you weren't favourites when you won the Euros,
Exactly,
right?
exactly.
Who do you think are the ones to really watch? Who are the best squads out there?
Probably France. I will put Spain, Argentina, Germany, Brazil, of course.
They look good to me.
Yeah,
That
Brazil,
looks
my
What about-
favourites
you
to win.
haven't mentioned,
England as well. yeah, of course, England.
you think England have a chance?
Have a chance beside Portugal, in my opinion. But let's see. Will be different. Will be
It'd be
in a
interesting,
winter.
isn't
Is
it?
it weird playing at winter? Do you care? Do you care?
I don't really care, to be honest. A part of the issues that the country, wherever they try to
Lol.
speak now that it wasn't not good option to do it there, but they should do that before.
Yeah,
We
exactly.
should focus only in football, the competition, to people to enjoy.
Do you think all the politics and the morality debates and stuff, should that all be left aside now?
100%.
Focus on the
Of
game.
course.
I feel that.
Of course, they should do that.
That debate should be had before you award the countries.
Exactly. They should concentrate it in all competition, all the national teams, the people to be welcome in Qatar, and I see a good tournament. To be honest, I think Qatar, they are prepared. They are prepared for that, and will be weird to play in the beginning of the season. Yes, but in the same way, a challenge. I think it's. To be honest, it's good. I feel good. I feel with good energy.
So what about this idea? You get to the final. Portugal, the Argentina.
Can you imagine that?
You score 2. Messi scores 2. The last minute, 94th minute, you score a third for your hat-trick and you win the World Cup. Is that? Be
Can you
honest.
Too
imagine?
good. Come
Is
on.
that the dream?
It's too good. I didn't expect that. Too good dream.
But if it happened,
Come on.
that's the dream.
That'd be
He
insane
can score
if that
another
happened.
player. I don't care. If the Portugal be in a final and score, even the goalkeeper, I will be the most happy man in the world. But if this happens, come on. I will say I will finish football if this happens.
That's it. You retire, right?
Yeah, I retired. 100%.
Can you imagine?
100%.
It may well be Messi's last World Cup. He's never won it either. I mean, you're linked forever,
head to head,
the pair
man.
of you. To me, the greatest there's ever been. you're number one for me.
Thank you.
He's number two.
He's going to say
You're
that in
number
the
one
interview,
to
aren't you?
He's number two. But it's an amazing relationship you have, even though you're not, I know, great friends or anything, but you're always respectful when you see each other.
Very. All the time.
But what do you
Of
think
course,
of him,
man, of
Messi,
course.
now? As you both head to maybe your last World Cup.
As a football player,
Yeah, and as a person.
amazing. Player is magic, top. As a person, we share the stage 16 years. Imagine, 16 years.
That's mad,
We-
yeah, 16
At the
years.
highest level.
We share. So I have great relationship with him. I'm not friend of him in terms of, when I mean friend is the guy who is with you in your house, who speak on the phone. No, but he's like a teammate. He's a guy that I really respect the way he always speak about me. Even his wife or my wife, my girlfriend, they always respect. They are from Argentina. My girlfriend is from Argentina.
Yeah.
So good. What I'm gonna say about Messi? Great things. He's a good guy. You do everything for football.
The best player you've ever seen, excluding yourself?
Probably yes. Him,
I don't think
Zidane,
anyone else is close.
probably. Yes.
I don't think Zidane's in the same category as Messi. I'd say maybe Ronaldinho, but he didn't play alongside him or against him, so maybe that's why he's not saying that. But he didn't play as long as Zidane, so I don't know what I'm talking about. But yeah, I'm not sure Zidane and Messi in the same category.
That I play, fight with him, yes.
Have you ever had dinner together?
Never.
Would you like to?
Why not?
One day to sit down and...
Yes. Listen,
Maybe when they
I
retire,
like-
innit?
Can I come?
I
Have a
love- of course.
KFC.
I love to meet people. I love people. You know, I love to share things, ideas, learn things, ideas, new histories, new brains. Why not? I will do it for sure. I will do it.
That would be... That
In a
would
few
be,
years,
Yeah.
at the bat, as Maradona and Pele did.
Yes.
No problem. Come on, I'm a good person. I know I have a good heart, and I don't like to to criticize people. It's not the way I took my life. Everything is positive.
And if there's like a weird sequence of events and Mbappe goes to Real Madrid and PSG ring you up and go, we've had a great idea. We
Can
wanna
you,
put Messi
yeah, I kind of want to see this, Messi, Ronaldo, Neymar together. Yo, what a mad pair that would be, or trio.
and Ronaldo up
everything it's possible in football.
Why
so
not?
front.
That would be
be
mad.
incredible.
Why not? I don't know. As I told you before,
They'd sell some shirts.
for sure,
Some.
they will sell a lot of shirts.
Some
Are
shirts.
Arsenal going to win the Premier League?
I hope so.
You do?
Of course, he's gonna fucking say
Manchester
that.
first. If not, Arsenal is some team that I like to see to play.
Did you rate the team at the moment?
Yes, I do. I like the team. I like the coach. I think they do it a good team. And if Manchester United don't win the Premier League, I will be happy if Arsenal do.
What would you like your legacy to be, Cristiano? I mean, well, let me ask you first. Do you have any plans to retire? I mean, how long do you think you can keep playing football?
I want to play 2 years more.
2 years more.
2-3 years more maximum. I want to play when I finish with 40. I think will be
40.
40 years old, damn.
a good age. But I don't know. I don't know the future. Sometimes you plan one thing for your life, and as I told many times, the life is dynamic.
Not
and
always
never know
what you
what's gonna
plan.
happen.
Tom Brady in America, the great NFL quarterback, retired. Then he has a conversation with you on the Old Trafford pitch, and whatever you said to him,
I'm psychologist, so
the next day he comes out of retirement.
psychologist. You see, I'm good psychologist.
What did you say to
No,
him?
I thought he took the decision a few weeks before, but it was good.
What did you talk about, you two
To
goats?
speak about in a general, he's very, very smart guy. He knows a lot about football. We have a nice conversation. And
You scored a hat-trick that day, didn't you?
yes, I did. He give me good energy. When I have good energy,
When you have
around me-
another goat in the stadium, does that fire you up?
exactly. When you
It's,
have
it's a
another
goat thing, right?
Yes. Energies. It's all about energy. When you have good energy
It's a
around
good
you,
thing.
I can be interesting things.
What about Jordan Peterson, who I know came to see you?
Amazing man.
Yeah, because I've interviewed him a few times, and he was fascinated to meet you and to talk to you, both about private things, about what had happened to your family this year, but also about professionally you and
Damn,
your
son.
situation.
I'm a huge fan of him. I read his book.
I don't even
of
know who
rules.
this is.
And I felt that he's really, really interesting guy. And I love to meet smart people. And fantastic man. And I learned a lot, some advices that he gave me, not only
What
for
was,
this
what
moment.
was the best advice he gave you?
We had a nice strategic conversation, not only for the moment of my life. I mean, not only for football, because my life is not resumed only for football. I'm a businessman. I have, and many important things on my life. And when you are surrounded with these people, with you as well, people that make your life more interesting, they reach something in your daily life, I appreciate, because it's that kind of people that thinking outside the box, which is I appreciate. And we had a nice conversation, strategic conversation, not only for the moment, but for the future as well. He gave him some points that I never expect, but the beginning was to meet him, a good person, an intelligent person, and was fantastic. And we keep in touch, I speak with him, it's good.
You're going to do Cristiano Ronaldo's 12 rules to life?
Why not? For the future,
Maybe
probably.
20. You got more rules.
Exactly. For the future, probably.
20 rules.
I wanna educate it.
Can't
I wanna
imagine.
educate it, not only my family, but my fans. As you know, I have millions of fans.
Yeah.
Probably for the future, I want
Damn,
to do
son.
some book, but not the type of book.
I've got a good idea for you on that. I
Yes.
told you. It's a good one.
But to help people how to be,
How to be
how to
better.
maintain longevity.
And also, I think in your case, how to survive life, right? There's a lot of people out there who are struggling to just deal with life. And the one thing you do better than anybody I've seen in sport is resilience, mental strength, right? That's what it's really
I think
about.
it's the most important thing. And I can see me in the future. Of course, I want to improve my English.
It's very good. It's much better even than last time I interviewed.
Yeah, but I have to improve. I have to do more interviews. I have to improve. I know, and I want to improve, and I see myself to do it when I'm retired, to speak for millions of people, advices,
Interesting.
how to be a professional player, how to maintain your longevity, how I'm not a psychologist, but I pass through many things, and I can
You know, above all, how to win.
how to win, which is the most important. And I think
That's what it's all about.
I have experience
Facts.
to inspire
If
people
you ain't trying to win, why are you
for
here?
that. I think I'm a role model, and I can help many people in that way if they want my help.
If
I
they
will
want to
be
listen to it, right?
for sure, especially the young people. I want to be with the young people, to speak with them, not only for
Fair
them,
enough.
but for the fathers as well, to put them in the right spot.
Cristiano, what a pleasure. Thank you very much indeed.
Thank you
What
very
an
much.
interview,
It
man.
was a
Great
pleasure
interview.
for me too.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
So yeah, man, that was the part 2 of the interview. That concludes the full interview. And I can see, some of the stuff he said there has caused his contract to be ripped up. He's been sacked by Manchester United. I can see why you can't say you don't respect the manager. You can't say stuff like that. And yeah, that's the end of Cristiano Ronaldo at Manchester United. And probably the Premier League. Can't see him staying in the Premier League. Not sure about that. But yeah, man, that was a long ass part, so I'm knackered now after that. But yeah, man, make sure you guys like and subscribe. In the comment section below, let me know what you thought about what he said. And yeah, man, it's the end of an era. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in a bit. Peace.